What a kickback to those great 70s cop revenge movies.
Does feel a little Charles Bronsonish, doesn't
Yes, it
it?
does. Yeah, it has that.
It has that
Devilish.
it has that Stallone Cobra feel to it too.
Right,
Ah,
right.
Really well done and such a fun movie to watch. I mean, I know it's a dramatic action piece, but boy, it took me back to those, popcorn munching, seat grabbing films. So thank you so much for it. Uh,
thanks for your review, man.
Isaiah, talk to me a little bit about your character, Ernie, and getting into his skin, so to speak.
Well, Ernie was really interesting to me because I think there's a lot more you probably will find out. Hopefully, if this movie or when this movie does what I think it will do, or hopefully, or when if someone decides to say, you know what, this would make a pretty good TV show. I think Michael and I, some of the producers talked about that. You know, there could be more to Ernie than you think at this point, which could be interesting. I have some ideas that I would share with Michael, the producer, so we would like to move forward with it in any capacity. But yeah, in my mind, he was a retired law enforcement officer as well,
Mm.
and obviously knew Oscar Shaw and Raymond Jackson very well. We don't get into that. It's not important to get into that. But if you know anything about a watering hole, you know everybody's secrets pretty much. They drink and they talk, and you know how it is. We're the best therapists in the community.
Yeah, and there is chemistry between the two of you. And Michael, was that always there? Did you know Isaiah for a while?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
oh yeah. That man, I love this man. First of all, I'm a big fan of him. I think he's one of the greatest actors who's ever done it. And so I usually I have him close his ears. I don't want to say that out loud a lot of times. But yeah, but so yeah, we will put our natural some of we put our natural chemistry in there, and so it's always fun working with people, and especially when you know that they can bring it.
Yeah, and
yeah,
he
I think a lot of people were pretty people who obviously were a little older today, and a lot of the people that we were working with, a little, are probably the age of our careers,
Mhm.
um, and in between takes, I think a lot of people were shocked that Michael let me get away with some of the ribbing I was giving him. I think they were all getting kind of nervous. It's like, how can how can he say these things to Mr. Wagner? As soon as I picked up on that, I just raised the volume up more and more. And what it did was it relaxed everyone because Micah and I, we have been doing this a while, and we knew whatever the reason, when we say yes to something, we take it very seriously. We don't take ourselves that seriously. I think a lot of people were surprised by that. For people who know our careers or listen to the internet, they think we're larger than life and all these other things. But when it comes to doing the job, everybody, showed up. Tyrese did an incredible job.
oh,
I really
Tyrese
love
is
his performance
amazing.
in it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Mhm.
He really did a good job. I love
Oh
him.
yeah.
So focused. Everything was so grounded. But that's, he doesn't have to plug his ears up. That just goes to the leadership of Michael John White. He shows up, so you hold on. He sets the tone and the temperature. Um, and what you don't know is that lovely mug that he's drinking out of. I scoured the city personally to get that mug for him because he wasn't happy with what the production had.
Well, you're a
That-
good shopper. I want a mug too.
I had
Uh,
to impress my boss. At the end of
yeah,
the
there you
day,
go.
Michael's the boss. I need my boss to be happy.
Michael, do you love the physicality of the role too? I mean, was it shocking that you had to do a few stunts?
no, that was a vacation for me, man. You know what I'm used to doing? So I mean, not to be big headed about it, but I've been doing
Yeah.
physical stuff my entire life, and I do far more in a regular workout than I did for the film. So yeah, but it's always it's just part of, using your instrument, in the movie.
Yeah.
And so I get to do that. And the lovely thing about action is that it's international. It travels across the seas, and it's a universal language. So I enjoy being able to do that stuff.
Isaiah, when you mentioned, yeah, maybe we'll get this onto a TV show. This reminds me again, the humor in it, the fun in this movie, so much like Lethal Weapon, in the way it's constructed, but so much deeper than that too.
Yeah, I have to say I was pleasantly surprised that we got into some societal ills, some obvious ones. Some would say very topical concerns about a particular community.
Mm.
And it didn't feel like one of those message movies, like, hey,
Yeah.
message. You see a man who is trying to find his center and move on with his life in peace, coming out of a very violent culture. And then, I was just really drawn in with Michael's performance of who is this guy? This suited guy who literally becomes, not like a Batman right before my eyes, in a real way.
Yeah.
And what I like, the violence, it's like real time violence. It just shows up, and the movie is just very grounded. It felt very intimate for me, and the performance is at this point one of my favorite performances of Michael, because
Wow.
he had to rely more on internal his talents, which a lot of people probably are not aware of how big his heart is and where he is, than his physical prowess. And that's something that I'm really enjoying. Yeah.
Michael, in our final moments that we have, what do you think audiences will take away from Oscar Shaw?
Well, I hope they see something that kind of teaches them something, because I mean, I was almost a law enforcement officer myself, and I know the genre in the movies can kind of make people a bit tone deaf to the taking and loss of human life, and how to show that has a resonance, for the characters. It's not like this person doesn't feel, and divorces himself from the community and the feeling about what's going on there. So there's something that is taking its toll as well.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so I wanted to, like Isaiah said, root this in reality. We know what the movies are, and going beyond the script and saying, no, let's be real in every moment here. Let's give people an experience that they feel like they're not watching a movie, they're watching life.
And it came through brilliantly, especially with the score in this film. What a wonderful score you guys have.
Score,
And
Mike.
yeah, it's terrific.
I was
Yeah.
just wondering who did the score. It was really, really great choices of
You
music.
know, I sang. You didn't know that?
He's backup for Cyndi Lauper. Isaiah, thank you so much. By the way, I have to go, but
Yeah.
is that a Hirschfield behind you?
Yes, it is, sir.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, it's 85 out of 235 in the world.
Wow. Grey's Anatomy is what it is, or
Oh no, that's Lauren Hardy, Mae
Oh.
West, John Wayne, Humphrey Bogart, and
Sammy Davis Jr.
and Katharine Hepburn, all
Wow.
in one big bundle.
Well, thank you both. What a great sketch, and thank you all. I have to go, but it was
Okay.
terrific catching up.
Sorry, thank you for the time. Appreciate you.
Bye bye.